Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, my beautiful darlings. And if you are new here, my name is Kim and I love to make videos that may inspire you to make your home feel beautiful and loved. And guys, that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be decorating my main living areas for fall. Guys, we started out in part 1 of the last video, guys. We were doing the gold shells, and then today we're going to be doing the living area. I am so excited because I'm going to be starting out by decorating my mantle, which is one of my favorite things to decorate. So I think that's really going to set the tone for this room, guys. So let's get right into it. Okay, guys, so behind me are the items that I think I'm going to be using today. So I'm going to give you a quick look at some of those items so you can get a closer look at everything and to see what we're going to be working with today, guys. So I will most likely use all these items in some type of way, but we'll see. You know, I don't know for sure yet. We're just going with the flow. Okay, guys, so here are all the items we're going to be working with today. I got my pumpkin garland. I have my fall signs arrangement that I set up, that I pre-arranged, and then I have some of my pumpkins. My velvet pumpkins are the ones I'm going to be using on my mantle to style with, and then my fall pillows, guys. I am so ready to get it styled, guys. Can't wait for you to see how everything turns out. So here is the garland that I'm going to be using on the mantle, guys. I have about 4 or 5 of these maybe. And these came from Joann Fabrics, which is sadly no longer in business, but these are some of my favorite fall garlands, guys. So they do have a little bit of wear and tear on it, but that's okay. They are still, to me, in very good condition, and I'm going to be using these for years to come. And when you layer things, you really can't see little things like that anyway. So all right, guys, let's get into the styling, the best part. Okay, guys, so you know the first thing I'm going to do is get it clean. I'm going to be using my Mrs. Meyer's Acorn Pine Scent Spray. Oh my God. I don't know if you guys use this spray, but it smells so heavenly. It's literally like having a fall candle in a bottle. It smells so good. And spraying it all around your house, wiping things down, just leaves the most intoxicating aroma, guys. It just will make your house smell so delicious, just giving off the perfect fall vibe. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and get this clean and finished up, and then I'm gonna go right in with this beautiful 7 candle holder. I picked this up from the At Home store a few years ago, and I'm going to be using it on the mantle this year. And then we're going to go ahead and go in with this beautiful sage green table runner. I'm just going to go ahead and put this up here to kind of set the stage for the pumpkins that I'm going to be putting on the mantle, just to kind of give it some stability so it won't slide. But right now what I'm going to do is just go ahead and start styling with my beautiful pumpkin garland. I'm going to start securing that to my mantle along the edge. And my husband did put these little hooks up there for me that are really small to allow me to easily secure my garland to the mantle without it just slipping and falling off. So that has been very helpful because this mantle is very narrow, as tall and as long, but it's very narrow. So I want to try to preserve most of the space at the top of the mantle to be able to put my decor items like my pumpkins and my candles and all of those sorts of things. So guys, I'm gonna get this secured and then we will go in with the pumpkins. Okay guys, so I'm going to start by going in with this beautiful glass pumpkin. It does not light up, but it is just absolutely beautiful. I love the way it reflects. I picked that up from like TJ Maxx years ago, and I'm going to pair it with this beautiful velvet pumpkins. The ones that I just put up there, they have like almost this fluted look, and they came from this place called Ella's Pottery. And then this rust colored pumpkin came from Hobby Lobby a few years ago. And I'm absolutely loving how all these colors just look so good together with those glass pumpkins at the end. And then I am going to go in with this beautiful green pumpkin that came from Hobby Lobby as well. And then I'll have some beautiful small pumpkins that I picked up from, I think those came from the Dollar Tree this year. So I love the mix of the darker greens with the lighter greens and that rust colored. And then of course I'm going to incorporate some cream as well because I have a lot of cream in my living area. So I just think all of that ties in together so beautifully, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and then add in some more stems at the end, guys, and you have to let me know what you think. So now I'm going to layer in some of these beautiful stems that I picked up from Hobby Lobby this year. I just think that they layer in beautifully with the garland that I already have there, and it brings out all the color in those beautiful pumpkins. Okay guys, so I feel like everything is looking really good. Now I'm just going to go back in with these little filler pumpkins and just fill in some pumpkins where I feel like it's needed. And especially trying to incorporate some of these green and cream colors. Okay guys, so kind of the final touch, I'm going to go in with these beautiful green fluted candles with some of my candle adhesive and add that to these candle holders, and I think that it just really brings out all the beautiful green hues that are in the pumpkins and all of the garland and greenery up here, guys. You have to let me know what you think. I love it. Okay, so last thing for this area, I'm just going to style this area next to the fireplace really quickly and then give you an up close look of the mantle and how everything turned out in this area, guys. Okay guys, so that's how the fireplace mantle area turned out, guys. I absolutely love it. I think it's one of my favorites. I hope you love it too. So now we are going to move over here next to the TV and get this little area styled up with this arrangement that I told you that I pre-arranged. So the stems in the arrangement came from Pop Shelf, and then the orange ones came from a local place here that I've mentioned before called Arbor Gate. And so I'm going to pair that arrangement with some pumpkins here, and I am going to get that all nice and situated there, and just keep this area pretty simple. So I'm just going to incorporate these two pumpkins to bring out the texture and colors in the flower arrangement and this cute fall sign. And then I'm going to keep the greenery that's already there on that shelf that I had from summer, just to kind of tie in more of that green that I was saying, you know, bringing in more of that green. And then I'm going to add this fall candle, and then that's going to be it for this area, guys. Okay guys, so now we're going to move over to my end tables, guys. You're going to get these cleaned off and styled. I also kept these really simple yet cute. I have some cute fun little frames that I picked up, and then also I did get some Esty Prints, so I can't wait to share that with you guys. Like I said, kept it cute but simple. Okay guys, so now I'm going to move over to the other table and get it styled down. I'm going to go in with this beautiful Esty print. I think it just looks so beautiful, and it ties in all the decor in the room. I love the colors. And then I'm going to go in with this candle that I picked up from the Aldi store. I don't want to say it was like under $10, and it lights up, so I thought that was a really good find. And then the little acorn, I picked that up from Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to go in now and add some beautiful fall leaves to kind of tie everything in. And guys, I will be sure to link that Etsy print below in the description box if you are interested in purchasing a similar or the same print. So be sure to check that out. And then I'm going to move over here to the olive tree and go in with this beautiful pumpkin that I picked up from Home Goods last year. And I will be leaving the olive tree, guys. I just think it brings in more of that green, and I'm not looking to move it out of this room just yet. I just love it in this room, so I probably won't move that out until Christmas. But here is a look at how everything turned out in this area. I feel like everything looks good over here, balanced and cute, not too much. Now I'm just going to go in with some stems for this back table. And these are the stems that came from the at-home store, and they light up. And then I just added in some more eucalyptus stems from the HomeSense store. And I also really like how this area turned out. Like I said, simple yet cute. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish styling up the living area, putting out my fall pillows, just making everything look really nice and cozy. And then I'm going to go ahead and get this area nice and clean before I move my ottoman back and get it all styled. And guys, we are almost at the finish line. We have one more area to style after this, and then I will give you a final tour. Okay guys, so this is the last area that we are going to be styling today. I absolutely love styling my sofa table. So we're going to start out by going in with this beautiful sage green table runner. And like I said guys, I'm just loving the green this year. So I'm going to start out using this as just kind of the base for the table setting. And then I'm going to go in with my decor right on top of it. So this flower arrangement, guys, I picked this up from like Big Lots, I want to say, last year or maybe a year before that. I've had that for a while. So, but I think it just really ties in with that beautiful sage green. And then I just added the little acorn picks. I picked those up from Hobby Lobby. And I just think they really look good. And they are going to pair very well with the other decor items I'm going to be using on the table. I have some large acorns I'm going to be using. I think these may have come from like TJ Maxx or Hobby Lobby. I've had these for a couple years. And then I'm going to be adding these cute little squirrels. I did pick these up from Home Sense this year. And I'm going to just be putting those with some of these beautiful fall leaves that I already had in my collection. And like I said in my last video, I absolutely love just adding the leaves. That's kind of, you know, my favorite part is adding the leaves and foliage and things at the end. It just kind of ties everything in and just really finishes up the look. So to me, that is just that final touch when you add the leaves, and it just really brings everything together. And so this is just a final look of how the top of the table turned out. I really like it. You have to let me know what you guys think. I love the cute little squirrels with the acorns, and I'm loving the green. Are you guys using green in your fall decor this year? If so, leave me a comment and let me know. I'm going to be putting my lanterns back out there. I need to put in my little tea light candles in there. I think I want some green ones. But I have had those for years. I think I picked those up thrifting, guys. So they always make it out every year. And then I'm going to go in with this beautiful canvas that I picked up from Hobby Lobby this year. I just love the style of the pumpkins on it and thought it went really well with the pumpkins that I already have. And guys, this beautiful dough bowl, I did pick that up from Hobby Lobby this year as well. And then all the stuff that's in the bowl, I had that last year. And then this beautiful pumpkin, I picked this one up from Home Goods last year. And I just absolutely love that gold stem on the pumpkin. It's my favorite part. And then this pumpkin I picked up from Home Sense this year. I absolutely love the gold stem on this one as well. And guys, if you look at the canvas that I picked up from Hobby Lobby and these pumpkins, they really mimic each other. So that's why I wanted to use these pumpkins next to that canvas. I thought it just really went very well together. I have to say, this is probably one of my favorite little vignettes. I absolutely love how this area came out. Guys, you have to let me know what you think. Okay guys, so that concludes the decorating portion of today's video. I am now going to give you a final tour and let you see how everything turned out, guys. Make sure you stay tuned to the end, guys, because there is a 2-story view of the room and then also a nighttime view. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video today, and if you did, please consider giving me a thumbs up and leaving a comment. It really helps my channel. I absolutely love how everything turned out today, guys, and I enjoyed sharing it with you, and I hope that you also loved it as well. Guys, I really appreciate all your support that you showed me here on my channel. I appreciate all the love, guys. I appreciate your time, and guys, I love each and every one of you. And until the next video, guys, happy decorating, stay blessed and cozy. Bye.